After years of declining hearing, 75-year-old Satya Kara is getting his first hearing aid.
How's that feel? Pretty good?
A device that studies show is not only good for his ears, but also his brain, and a potentially powerful weapon against Alzheimer's and dementia.
If you now find out that getting these hearing aids is preventing or delaying cognitive decline, how will that make you feel?
I wish I had got it earlier.
Research finds a clear link between hearing loss and dementia. While mild hearing loss doubles a person's risk, moderate loss triples it. And those with severe hearing impairment have 5 times the risk. Experts say that's because hearing loss causes the brain to work harder, hurting other functions like thinking and memory. Poor hearing also causes people to be less social and more isolated, and that can lead to brain shrinkage.
What I tell patients is that if you don't use it, you lose it theory. So if you're not getting verbal information to the brain and you're not using that language perception abilities, you may lose some of that function over time.
In fact, one commission on brain health calls hearing loss the #1 risk factor for dementia, contributing to nearly 1 out of 10 cases worldwide.
So are you advising people starting it used to be like, go get a mammogram at 40, get a cognitive checkup perhaps at 50? Are you saying include a hearing exam at every single physical?
I have a very strong opinion on this because we check hearing in children in pediatric offices all the time.
Right.
And we check sight throughout people's lives. It should be screened, I think, the way sight is screened. And it doesn't take very long, and it has a huge impact.
Now a new study shows just how large an impact treating hearing loss can have on the brain. Johns Hopkins researchers gave hearing aids to nearly 1,000 seniors with hearing loss, then measured their cognition over 3 years. They found for subjects at higher risk for dementia with conditions like type 2 diabetes and hypertension, using a hearing aid actually cut their cognitive decline by nearly 50%.
Hearing aid intervention, it basically allows people to better hold on to their memory skills, better hold on to abilities to use language to name unfamiliar objects, as well as better overall rates of multitasking over time.
Still, only 1 in 7 people who need hearing aids actually get them.
What is the stigma? Is it that I'm old?
For some patients, definitely. So patients actually say to me, I don't want to be perceived as old.
Satya says he ordered one only after his doctor told him it could reduce his risk for dementia.
Is cognitive decline scarier to you than losing hearing?
Absolutely.
He says he wants to stay sharp as long as possible to enjoy his precious grandchildren. And anything that slows cognitive decline is worth it.
So you've been able to get away with saying to your wife, I don't hear you, and now you're not going to be able to get away with that anymore.
That's true. Yeah, that is true, yes.
It's funny. Experts recommend getting your hearing tested at least once a year, just like your vision. There are also some apps that you can download to test your hearing at home. They can give you a heads up if you need to see a specialist for more in-depth testing. And everybody says this study that just came out really has changed the game. People are calling up and saying, maybe I need a hearing aid.
Wow.
And I would actually, I don't mind not hearing, but I do not want to get dementia.
And they've made so many advances in hearing aids now.
I can't even see them one.
Yeah, they're a lot smaller than
The Golden Bachelor has one.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
There you go.
And you run them on an app. I mean, it's
Yeah.
totally different.
Yeah.
We only have 30 seconds, but there's a big White House initiative you